Okay, I'm going to walk you through the Ultimate Workspace and where to go get a copy of it if you do not have your copy from where you subscribe with TradeStation. Okay, so we provided a sample workspace with the Ultimate Tools for Traders Edition, but if for some reason you do not have a copy of that, I'm going to show you where you can get it. You'll have to go onto the S&D software site, and then you're going to go to the community file server, click that, and you'll see the different options come up, and you will probably not have all these available, just what you have access to. But if you click here on the file server, then here is the sample workspace, and you can just go and hit download, and then you can just save. It's in order to get it up on here, I have to do it as a zipped file, so you'll have to download it, unzip it, and then put it into wherever you keep your workspaces. Okay? Alright, so here's what the sample workspace looks like. You have a 5-minute chart here, and it has let me show you what features it has turned on here. Studies. Let's go here. And this is all set up with default settings. So right here, prior trend is turned off, the CIC high and low is turned off, and the impulse and correction is turned off on this one. Everything by default settings is normally turned on, and that's what you can see here. And while we're in here, we also have the Snapback Tool down here, and that is also set at just some default settings. And with all of this, you're going to have to, for your trading style, the markets, the assets, the intervals, the interval types that you trade, you will have to always adjust these accordingly. But you can see that we have that here with all the different settings, and we have quick start guides on all this that will help get you going, and we'll be releasing more detailed videos on all this stuff and having live training sessions as well. All right, so let me close this. And then here we have, so this is your low time frame, your 5-minute. We have your 15-minute time frame here, which most people refer to as kind of their intermediate time frame. And you can see in this scenario, we have prior trend and the CIC high and low turned off, but we do have the impulse and correction turned on. And so you can see that right here that we have that feature. So you've got your bear and bull boxes, which is your micro trend, and you've got your impulse and your correction, which is your macro trend. And then let's go, let me blow this one up. And then this is the 60-minute, which is a higher time frame. And for this chart, we have the impulse turned off, impulse and correction, and the segments turned off, but we've turned on the prior trend and the CIC high and low, which you can see here with the blue lines. And it doesn't show up very well here, but it labels the CIC high right here and the CIC low down here. So that might be one of the first things you decide to adjust for, so you can see it better on your monitor, because these are all the default settings, and so you'll have to adjust them for your eyes and for your monitors. So that shows you 3 sample charts with the tool and then the snapback. Okay, so we also have some other tools that we are going to show you in the radar screen. And so you can see that we've added some different symbols in here and different intervals for those symbols. So there is the interval time. And what this does is if you want to sort things by the interval time, you can use this feature for that. And there's a video that explains how to do that. So I'm not going to go over that in detail, but just to explain that it's there. Then we have the pattern finder. So if you are someone who is looking for specific patterns like reversal patterns, like a rally base drop, drop base drop, this is a tool that you would want to learn more about, and you can put in custom patterns. So it's got a lot of features. You can also use the pattern finder in the scanner so if you want to scan stocks or whatever to look for a certain pattern, you can do that. And then we have the trade finder, and for the trade finder, based on your risk to reward settings and the parameters for how you want your bands created, this will alert you to when there's a potential trade. And so that's an example of that in here. And the trade finder will also work in the scanner. And then we have the Snapback Scan here. And what that shows you is things like here, when you've got the red, you know that that is a lot of pressure and that might be snapping back. So you might want to look at that asset. Okay, and you can see that this is symbol linked. So when you click on the different symbols, it will bring the asset up, but this is not set up to be interval linked. You can do that just by clicking on here and then linking the intervals on your charts. So that's a brief overview of the workspace. It shows you a lot of the different features, but highly recommend that you go and get your copies of the quick start guides, whether you get them off of the TradeStation app store or you go to the website to get them. We will always be putting the most up-to-date versions on the website. And I'm not sure how often TradeStation will let us upload new versions on their app store. So the website is definitely your best spot for the latest, hottest information there. And we're putting up in the forums, we're putting up self-paced learning. Let me show you where that is real quick. Okay, so I'm back on the website, S&D Software. If you go to the members community, go to the forum. And again, you will only see the forums that you have access to. But you can see here, here's your basic self-paced lessons or SPLs. And if I click here, you can click on this and open it up. And it will take you through different things. And I'm in the process of uploading the one for Ultimate. But that will help take you through, and there's videos to link to watch and learn, and there's little exercises here that will help you learn about the different functionality of the tool so that you can understand how, if it's, you know, something that's a good fit for your trading style and your trading plan, and you can, as you go through the process, it'll help you figure out how you want to adjust the different settings.